A video is way overdue considering my last one was the beginning of duck season. A few things have happened that I feel like I'm supposed to talk about, so here I go. A while back, an atheist friend of mine and was talking to me about God speaking to you, and he was asking me how that works. And I said it doesn't have to be an audible voice. I said and I gave him different examples of how God has spoken to me in the past, and he said, and this really blessed me. This was a great moment. He said, so God putting Christians in my path that can reasonably discuss their faith, would that be God talking to me? And I said, yes, that's a way. And I had to bring that story up first because another way God can speak to you is all week, the beginning of this week till now. Mathew 5, the Sermon on the Mount, just kept popping in my head. Everywhere I went, I would see it, someone mention it, reference it. I scroll through YouTube and a video would just pop up. And then, so sure enough, I joined a Bible study today. And sure enough, what we were discussing was Mathew 5. I think there's a few things in here that I've been feeling like it's funny because not being able to escape it, but there's things in here that I've been passionate about for a while, and that I've been in my last duck hunting video where I talked about, like, I want to talk about Christianity in a reasonable way, and start debunking and getting rid of some of the ideas, the misconceptions, the myths some Christians and non-Christians have. And one of the biggest, in this one right here, there's a lot in that the Western Church seems to get wrong. And we discussed it in the Bible study today, and I just felt like I was supposed to do a little video on it, so here I go. Starting with, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. This will be the theme for all of this. Everything I talk about is going to be meek. For some reason, the Western Church, Western people view that as you're supposed to be weak. And when I get into turning the other cheek and stuff like that too, it all ties into each other. The Bible quite often, it's balanced, and it repeats in a way to kind of get the certain point across. And so the meek shall inherit the earth. What does meek mean? Then it goes into, I should have had it highlighted. You've heard it said, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. But I tell you not to resist. But whoever slaps you on the right cheek, turn the other to him also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take away your inner garment, let them also take your outer garment as well. And whoever compels you to go a mile, go with him too. Meek does not mean weak. And what you just heard there, it sounds like you're supposed to be passive pushover. But what it's saying is meek, and to this is boldness in the face of adversity. Someone slaps you in the cheek, you turn the other one, like, how about another? Oh, you want to take my inner cloak? Well, here's my outer too. You want me to go a mile? How about two? Let's do two. It's saying, it's boldness in the face of adversity. It's saying, you want me to go a mile? Let's go two. You can't break me. Oh, you're going to hit me, you're going to strike me, you're going to take away my cloak, my clothing, my garment. Here's the other one. I'm not afraid. It's not, it quite often gets taken as the passive, like, turn the other cheek, like, oh yeah, I was so sorry. No, it's, how about another? You can't break me. I'm a child of God. How about another? Let's go another mile. I'm not afraid. I am a child of God. And that's the theme that we had at the beginning of this Bible study, or the theme of this Bible study. And it's something that I think this is, for some reason, Matthew 5 and John 5. I might do another video on John 5 as well. Everywhere I turn, I just feel like I was supposed to bring that up because I'm going to get pushed back. I don't care. Christians and non-Christians alike have been using this wrong. And I think that's part of the reason why the Western Church is just dying, is getting this stuff wrong. You're not supposed to be a coward. You're not supposed to be weak. You're supposed to be meek, strong, but controlled. You're not supposed to be afraid. You're supposed to have boldness in adversity, because you will face it as a Christian. You'll face adversity as anything, but especially, I don't know, I better stop before I start rambling. But yeah, it's been a long time since I did a video. I felt like I was supposed to do this video, so here it is. I got videos coming up about first aid stuff coming up. Funny video on what your Christmas 2013 or 2013. Oh, I wish. Oh man, Christmas 2023 list should look like, and it's gonna have some things like those medical supplies, which, if you want them, you better go quick, because they're going quick. But anyway, have a good night. An important part I forgot to put, mainly because this is just a last minute thing, and I didn't plan this video. I just got out of the shower, so I wasn't thinking clearly, but I forgot to hit one of the most important points here, is that when you read the Bible in any translation, you got to understand that there's a cultural, and like, it's not just the words. There's basically, what I'm trying to say is that when you look up the word meek, it quite oftenly translates as, passive, submissive, and that's not what that sermon is about. That's not what that message is. It's another translation with meek. This is the real one. This is why there's so much confusion. Long suffering. It means patient, not submissive. Well, anyway, it's just a poor use of that word, because it can be taken as submissive or long suffering. Nowhere else in the Bible are we told to be weak, but there's other parts of the Bible where we're told to be long suffering. That's how you can clear that up. Patient, not submissive or weak or cowardly or whatever the other versions of that word or translations of that word.